I'd like to leave you on a really cool note here. Any of you that have ever been into genealogy and think you found out everything and think you have every picture, you have every answer, just when you think, and it's safe to go into the water. During the construction, when they got up into the attic, because they blew insulation in the ceiling and they wanted to make it as efficient as possible, I asked them when they were going into the attic, everything you find, do not throw anything out, hang on to anything. And remember they called me and they were pretty excited. They found some pieces of plate, old like Pioneer plate and stuff that was up there. I thought that was kind of cool. And then a couple days later, when they're still carrying on with the job, I get a call and says, Al, you need to get down here right now. And I said, what? And it was Doug Thompson, my contractor. He was here with his wife earlier. He says, you're not going to believe what we found. I said, what is it? He says, come down. So I come down, 30-minute drive, I come down, and it's there, and it is an old rusty metal box. And you open it up, and there's about 6 or 7 pictures in it. Daguerreotypes and ambrotypes. We're talking the old stuff. And in it, there was a Bible, not a Bible, it was like the handbook for Episcopal Methodists. And inside it, it says Vera Duffy. And there's a Orangeman pin that was in there. They had the soup. Orangeman pin that was in there. And there was a piece of paper that had been torn, looked like it had been torn out of a book, and it was scribbled in there, and it said, my treasures. And underneath, it was dated, I think it was 1905. What was it? Where's my sister? What year? 1905? 1905, Vera. Well, George and Mary Duffy over there, they were the last Duffys that had a family. Vera was the firstborn. It was her firstborn. She got married to a guy by the name of Goldie Noble McCullough. That's a cool name, huh? Goldie Noble McCullough. That's who she married. They had 2 kids. Vera got tuberculosis and she died at the age of 25, 26. Horrible. The husband, he remarried 2 years later. He dies. And they got 2 kids, Harold and Ruth. The stepmother, she dies. I'm thinking these kids are pretty bad. But no, we didn't know what happened to them. Did they go to a foster home? Did they go to an orphanage? We didn't know. So here we are. We have a Facebook page. We have a website. We've got, and we have some multimedia stuff going down. Well, on it, we posted a special. We called it Vera's Treasures. And we get someone her name was Melissa Murray. And she says, I'm Vera's great-granddaughter. We just about had a heart attack. We didn't know we didn't know any of them. They got lost in the wind. She says, I'm so excited. I've never seen a picture of my great-grandmother. Well, she brings her in the house. They came to the farm. She brought her aunt, which is Vera's granddaughter, and she brought her daughter. So we had 3 generations right there, and they brought back a treasure trove of photographs. We didn't have them of my great-grandfather, my other relatives, and I had so many of her great-grandmother or grandmother. So Betty McCullough was supposed to be here. I don't think she's here now. Is she Betty McCullough? No, because unbelievable. I mean, we just were on cloud 9. I mean, we find this thing up in the attic. What are the odds that someone else didn't find it? 1905, do the math. How long was it sitting there? There was several people lived in there. Never found it. And we have it. So, anyways, you never know. Just when you think you got all the answers, something else just falls in your lap. Pictures of relatives we didn't have pictures of. And it was written in who they were in the back when you pull it out of the case they're in, the wooden case and stuff. So, anyways, I'm not going to keep going on. The band, they want me to let them play. They're looking at me and I'm feeling uncomfortable. So listen, thank you guys so much for coming here. I would like to make this an annual event, some kind of a harvest festival, Irish thing, and we can just, I think, expand on that. Would you agree we have the venue? We have the, is this not work? We sure as hell got the land. I got 60 acres out there. So that's pretty cool. So thank all of you for coming, whether you know you're part of one of the historical groups or whatever you're interested in. I think I got a shout out to Janice Richardson. I haven't seen that woman in, it was 35, 40 years she worked for me. 35, 40 years ago when I was tied in with Durham College. Go figure. And someone just kind of steps up. So again, thank you all for coming, and I hope to see you guys back here soon. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.